Huh?
Yeah. Puerto Rico Mets. This is the fourth ball.
Well, mama told me when I was
Which is
young.
weird because it shows it's live right here for me on the computer. But I don't
Okay.
see it on the. But I don't
Is
see
it on
it
the
on
hoops one?
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear volume on there?
Listen closely.
All right, cool. All right.
It looked like he went like this, like turn it up, but I couldn't hear what he said. What he was saying inspired me.
Looks like Coach got a haircut.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's called take it all off good.
All right, folks, welcome to Douglas, Georgia. It is a balmy 61 degrees, a little bit of wind chill going, a little bit of wetness in the air. It feels like it's about 40. Kind of sucks if you're from Florida. Anyway, Coach K here from St. Augustine High School, the self-proclaimed voice of the Hawks. We're about to get it going here. Going to have a coaches meeting at the plate. Setting up here in the press box in Douglas. Field looks good. Team's warmed up. About to get after it today against St. John's River State, the Vikings. Got to increase a little caffeine intake. Stay focused on this game. Get it going. Share the feed with family that can't make it today. We're here. We got 2 live feeds going. We are on Game Changer and YouTube. YouTube is Hawks Hoops. Hawks Hoops page. Share the feed with family. Tell them to dial in and watch the feed. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. And I'll be back with you here shortly at first pitch.
sure they get ready.
All right, folks, we're about to get the national anthem done and get this going. All right, folks, welcome to Douglas. Here we go. Your Hawks playing host to the Vikings from St. Johns River State. Here on this balmy, chilly Friday, last Friday in January. Hawks had a decent start to the season. Swept Cleveland State in the doubleheader. Went down to Santa Fe in Gainesville, Florida. Dropped 2 to Santa Fe. Going to open up this series this weekend. We got 2 today, playing 2 games, doubleheader. And then we're going to go down and play St. Johns River on Sunday in Palatka, Florida, where it is not going to be very Florida-like. Probably one of the coldest days we've had in years this coming Sunday. Actually, tomorrow and Sunday down there in North Florida. So pray for us, because 20 degrees in Florida is like getting a foot of snow. People turn stupid. Can't drive, can't think, even when there's no ice or water on the ground. But we'll get it done. All right. On the mound for the Hawks today, leading it off is going to be Luke Smith, number 33, the big 6'5", 225-pounder righty. He's a sophomore from Social Circle, Georgia. And Luke is committed to play at Kennesaw State next year. The Hawks moving them up, baby. Let's go. This program here is solid. A lot of good players on this team. Going to see a lot of these players moving up to play next level baseball, D2, D1. And for those of you parents out there listening that have younger kids playing travel ball, stop sending your kids to D1 workouts. I'm telling you right now, I see it all the time. You're wasting money. With the new rules in college baseball, you can't get any better than JUCO baseball. If your son is not playing as a freshman somewhere, they're probably not going to see the field as a junior. That is just cold, hard facts. Find them a school where they have a chance to start as a freshman. They need reps, they need stats if they want to move up to the next level. And that's Coach K telling you the truth. Again, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Coach K from St. Augustine High School down in St. Augustine, Florida. Slipped away so I can call these baseball games for you. Here we go. Pitch number 1. Hawks versus the Vikings. Nice called strike, down and in on the zone. I like that location. I like getting that call on the first pitch from the umpire to set the tone for the game. We're going to figure this umpire strike zone out, see how it goes throughout the day. I like that one. Didn't get the call. 1-1. Let's see what we got. That one bounced off the catcher's glove. We got Bryce Marchman out in left, Tanner Langley in center, Trey Jones in right, Jesse Brown at third, Talon Dagnott at short, Gavin Hamrick at second, Cole Rambler at first, Peyton Bryant behind the plate, catching them up for Luke. Check swing foul. I believe that's going to take us 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter. Defense playing straight up. Check, not a check swing. That was a swing that went foul. Count stays 2-2. At the plate for the Vikings is number 2, Connor Guy. Little up in the zone, that's going to run it full. I wouldn't mind challenging him on this pitch early in the game. His best pitch against the best swing. Ground ball over to second. That's fielded to throw to first for out number 1. I like it. Luke came at him. Let him put the ball in play. Let the defense work. Fielded by Gavin Hamrick there at second. Payson Garcia, number 8, now hitting for the Vikings. Nice, getting that inside spot. Called strike 1. Got the lights on early. Little overcast here. Great spot. Good call. Strike 2. Love that spot on the outside there. 0-2's the count. Ooh, that one's going to hit him. Do not like hitting batters with an 0-2 count. That's the metric you don't want. Luke's probably going to have to run some laps for doing that. I'd make him run. I'd wear his ass out. Don't hit an 0-2 guy. Not the end of the world. That's going to give the Vikings their first base runner on a hit by pitch. And that's going to bring up number 15, Brody Dalton, to the plate. So runner on first, 1 out for the Vikings. Cole Rambler holding over at first. Up in the zone. 1-0. I just got a rain alert for Douglas, Georgia. I'm going to lose my mind if it starts raining. All right, 1 ball, no strike, runner at first, 1 out. Great pitch, swing and miss. Is that a changeup? Looked like he was way out in front of it. He swung over. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and miss again. 1-2. Luke checks the runner, comes set. Nice check swing. Did he go? Umpire in the field says nope, so that's going to be a ball. It's going to run the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first creeping. Nice. Strike 3 looking. Out number 2. Frozen. You can see it too. It's in the knees. When they get frozen, you see them knees jerk toward the pitcher. They realize it's too late. There's nothing they can do. And they're going to get some left, right, back to the dugout. Let's go. All right, we got 2 outs, runner on first. Nice pitch. Same spot he was hitting inside on the lefties. He just hit it outside on this righty. No balls, 1 strike. That one a little out and down. The hitter, Yano Kindo, number 11, not chasing. Fouls that one off. 1-2. There's people actually out there playing golf in this weather on a Friday. 1-2 count, 2 outs, big pitch. Didn't get him to chase high in the zone. That's going to run it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out 3. No damage done here in the top of the first. As we head to the bottom, we're going to see where the Hawks bats are early in the game. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first inning. Leading it off for the Hawks, Tanner Langley. Tanner Langley, the 6', 190 outfielder. He's a sophomore transfer from Georgia Southern. Trying to get it going early here for the Hawks. Ground ball off his ankle. That looked like it felt awesome. That's going to be strike 1 on that foul ball. Called strike 0-2. Tanner not off to a bad start. He's hitting 286 right now to start the year. He's behind right now. 0-2. Got to battle out of this count. High fly ball to right field. Right fielder's giving chase. That's going to fall in foul territory. He can't get to it, so the count's going to stay 0-2. All right, 0-2 count to Tanner. Way outside. Tanner not chasing. 1-2. One-two count. Pops that one up. Right side of the infield. Second baseman's camped out. Calls him off. Makes the catch for out number 1. And that's going to bring up number 1, Trey Jones, 6'2", 205 outfielder. Also a pitcher. He's a freshman from Upson Lee. Pitch way outside. 1-0 count to Trey. That pitch outside again, 2-0. Ground ball in play left side, fielded by the third baseman. Throws across the diamond just in time for out number 2. Coach Bailey didn't look like he was happy with that. All right, that's going to bring up Jesse Brown, number 21, 5'11", 210 infielder. He's a sophomore from Staunton River. Hawks with 2 outs here, trying to get something going. Bottom half of the first inning, at home. First pitch in there called strike 1. That pitch is down in the zone, 1-1. Another pitch down in the zone. 2-1's a count to Jesse Brown. Outside, Jesse not chasing, 3-1. What's he gonna do? 3-1. Come at him. He did. That piece is driven to center. Center fielder makes the catch, moving backwards for out number 3. That'll wrap up the first inning. No score here from Douglas as we head to the top of the second. All right, back to action here. Top of the second inning, no score. No changes defensively. Luke's still on the mound. Peyton's still behind the plate. Jesse playing in on the grass at third on the lefty. Ooh, I like that pitch, but it's a little outside. Ball 1. Aiden Ellickson, number 21, at the plate for the Vikings. Back outside, ball 2. Nice pitch, little up in the zone called strike 1. High part of the zone. I used to love high fastballs. I don't know why. Couldn't stay off of them. Back outside, just missing outside there on the lefty. That's going to bring the count to 3-1. Nice. 3-2. Called strike. Full count on the leadoff hitter. Top of the second. Line drive over the shortstop. Going to fall right in front of our left fielder, Bryce Marchman. He gets it back in. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Vikings. And that's going to bring up number 17, Thomas Bly. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Just got to keep him honest. Jesse is up on the grass. Ooh, nice pitch. I like that. Didn't get the call. That looked good. Like the location. 1 ball, no strike. Came in on the hands. He fouled that one off. 1-1. Luke's asking for a new baseball. He'll get one. Oh, he'll get one. This baseball right here? This baseball right here, homie? Nice pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, no outs for the Vikings. Line drive up the middle. It's going to fall in front of our center fielder for a base hit. That'll leave the Vikings with runners at first and second with no outs. Wind is blowing from right to left. Probably at about 10 miles an hour. Some smaller, a little bit of uptick in the gusts. One ball, no strikes. Rambler playing in on the grass over at first. Jesse in the grass over at third. Squeezing the corners. Corners in, called strike. 1-1. Trying to knock the baseball down, let nothing get to the outfield. Looking to get that lead runner on a ground ball, possibly. Double it up. Back inside, nothing there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cole steps back, is playing back behind the runner now. Pinching in the middle. In and out. Ball high, a little outside. Three ones a count. Isaac Incinelli, number 3 at the plate for the Vikings. Good pitch, ground ball up the middle. Just past the diving glove of Talon. Not in time at the plate. That's going to plate a run for the Vikings, and that'll be a single, leaving the Vikings with runners at first and third, and they take an early lead, 1-0 here over our Hawks. All right, Coach Tim, I'm going to call a timeout. Go talk to his pitcher. We'll be back with you shortly. back live. All right. Coach out there coaching them up. Going to get back to action here. Hawks down 1-0, top of the second. We've got runners at first and second for the Vikings with no outs. Need a ground ball, something we can turn here. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. The pitch is outside, ball one. Rambler crashing in over from first. Jesse's going to hold at third and cover the bag because there's a runner on second, which means your pitcher's got to roll toward third on a bunt. Cole's covering the right side. Bunt over to Cole. Rambler at first. He tags the runner out there at first, out there running down the first base line. Good heads-up play defensively by Cole Rambler. Not enough time after the tag to throw over to third and get the lead runner, but we do get one out. All right, we got a one out now for the Vikings. Runners second and third. That's going to bring up number 13, Alex Bruno. First pitch in there called strike. Swept across the plate. Vikings not happy with that call. Hard line drive over in the left field. That's going to plate one run. Throw comes into the cutoff. It's going to be a base hit. Vikings score another one. Lead 2-0 now over the Hawks with the runners at first and third with one out. Need a ground ball double play to get out of this. Run out, one out, runners first and third. That pitch a little bit outside, not getting that call on the left-handed hitters. 1-0. That pitch is about a ball or two off the plate, not getting the call. Got there, brought it in, got the call, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Luke checks the runners, comes set. A little low in the zone. That's a ball, 2-1. Up in the zone. That's going to run the count 3-1. Fouls that one off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Runner takes off. That was not a strike. That was a good pitch. We did not get that call to play. That's going to be a walk, so not a stolen base. And that's going to load them up with 1 out. That looked like a good pitch. I don't know. If anything, I would call that one down. All right, in a little bit of a jam here. 1 out, bases loaded. Swinging a miss on the first pitch to number 8, Payson Garcia. High fly ball, left side. That's going to go out of play for foul ball. 0-2 count. Luke Smith at 47 pitches here into the second inning. That'll make for a short day when we get the pitch count up, especially this early in the year. Off the pitch. Oh, That hit him. Could be a hit by pitch. That's going to play to run. Vikings will extend their lead 3-0 over the Hawks. All right, Hawks still in a little bit of a jam here. Bases loaded, 1 out, down 3-0 to the Vikings. First pitch down the middle, called strike 1. A little bit of action in the Hawks bullpen down there. Got a few guys getting loose just in case. Nice pitch, swing and a miss. Luke doesn't appear to be battling with control. He's just missing spots just by a baseball or two here or there. Not wild. Hard line drive over to right. Trey Jones underneath it. Makes the catch. Tagging from third. Not going to throw home. The runners at second and third will advance out of play to run for the Vikings. They extend their lead 4-0 here over the Hawks. And that's going to bring up number 15, Brody Dalton, for the Vikings. First pitch ground ball in play over to our shortstop. Makes the catch. Tosses the second for the force out, number 3. And the Hawks get out of that inning. They gave up 4 as we head to the bottom of the second, down 4-0. Looking for some bats. All right, let's get back to it here. Bottom of the second, Hawks down 4-0 to the Vikings from St. John's River State. Looking to get some bats going. Leading it off. Lost my place here. Where's Marshman on the... Hard line drive by Marshman. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder for a base hit. Bryce Marshman, number 2, led it off for the Hawks. 6'3", 215 utility player, freshman out of Swainsboro. All right, runner on first, no outs. That's going to bring up number 24, Cole Rambler. 6'4", 190 infielder, freshman out of Ponte Vedra, St. Johns County, Florida. Didn't like that call. That looked down. Called it a strike. 0-1 count to Cole. That's way outside, 1-1. Cole not doing too bad this year. Started off the season so far hitting 400. That pitch is outside. 2-1. That pitch catching the outside corner of the plate for a called strike. 2-2. 2-2, no outs. Marchman on first. That was a little bit out. 3-2. Full count. Big hole. Right hand side of the infield. If he throws something to the outside, Cole lefty, dump it over to right. On the ground, through the infield. Pulls that one left side, fielded by the third baseman, throws to second for 1, and over to 2 in time for the double play. That was pretty close. Some of the fans not happy with that call. I couldn't really tell from here. Looks safe. Yep. All right, 2 down. And that's going to bring up number 5, Danny Grant, 5'11", 170 outfielder, freshman from Tallulah Falls. First pitch in there called strike. Line drive over the left side is just foul. 0-2 with 2 outs, nobody on. That's up in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's out. 2-2. Daniel hitting pretty good for his limited number of bats this year. He's hitting 600 so far. That pitch was a ball. That's going to run a count full. 3-2 with 2 outs. Ground ball in play over toward the shortstop. He gloves it. Comes out of his glove. Not going to be able to make a play. Grant safe at first. And the Hawks with a base runner. Here with 2 outs, trying to keep it going. That's going to bring up number 7, Peyton Bryant, the 6'1", 190 catcher. He's a sophomore from right here in Coffee County. All right, runner first 2 outs. Pickoff attempt at first. Grant back in time. Ball in play over the right side. Right fielder giving chase. He is going to get there to make the catch for out number 3 in right center. And that'll wrap up the second inning. Hawks down 4-0 to the Vikings as we head to the third. All right, here we go. Top of the third, Hawks down 4-0 to the Vikings. Luke Smith still on the mound. First pitch in there called strike one. Pitch down in the zone, ball one. 1-1 to the leadoff hitter here for the Vikings. That's number 21, Aiden Ellickson. Just down, a little down in the lower half of the zone there. Didn't get the call. 2-1. That pitch is inside. 3-1. Hard line drive into right center. Outfielders giving chase. That's going to roll to the wall. Picked up by Tanner, thrown in. That's going to be a leadoff double here for the Vikings to start off the top of the third. And that's going to bring up number 17, Thomas Bly, with no outs and a runner on second. Nice pitch. Come on, man. Not getting it. A little bit of a squeeze going on behind the plate right now. That's ball one. Same spot, called strike, 1-1. Same spot, different pitch. Back at it, swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes, runner on second. Nice pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, out one. Almost looks like that series of pitches looks like, well, if you're not going to give me something close, I'm just going to come at him. Challenged him and won the battle. I like the mindset. Nice first pitch in there, called strike to number 3, Isaac Incinelli. Hard ground ball over to the left to shortstop, fielded the throw to first for the out. Good job by Talon, good read, held the runner at second, made the throw to first for the out. That's 2 outs now. Vikings still with the runner at second. And that's going to bring up number 28, Mason Mojica. Fouls that first pitch off for strike one. Lots of action in the Hawks bullpen. Luke's getting up there in pitch count. He's about 64 right now. That pitch is outside for ball one, 1-1. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Fouled that one off the end of the bat. 1-2 count. Ground ball in play. Fielded by Talon. Throw over to first for out number 3. The dig by Cole at first. That'll wrap up the top of the third. Hawks don't give up any runs. Looking to get the bats going. We'll see you in the bottom of the third. All right. Here we go. Bottom of the third. Leading it off for the Hawks as they're down 4-0 to the Vikings. Number 15, Talon Dagnott. 6 foot 175 infielder. He's a sophomore out of Camden County, Georgia. That's right near the Florida-Georgia line on I-95. First pitch low in the zone, ball 1. Fouls that one off his leg. 1-1. One count on the leadoff hitter for the Hawks. Ground ball, nice. Smoked it by the third base bag. Making the turn at first. He's heading to second. He's on his horse hustling in there with a nice double to lead off the bottom of the third for the Hawks. Way to get it going. It's good to see some life early in an inning. And that's going to bring up number 4 for the Hawks, Gavin Hamrick, 5'9", 155 infielder, freshman out of River Ridge. He's coming to the plate with no outs and a runner on second. Squares the bunt, puts the bunt down to the left side. Third baseman grabs the bunt. No, he's safe at first. The ball pops out of the first baseman's glove. Safe all around. Talon advances to third. That's going to leave the Hawks with no outs. Runners at first and second. And that's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup. Tanner Langley coming to the plate with no outs. Runners first and second. Vikings putting in a first and third defense call. Are they going to make the throw, make a cut, fake the third, no throw at all? Good hustle by Gavin getting down the line on that bunt. Perfect bunt location, maybe a little bit hard. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. Looked like a ball, called it a ball. Yep, called it a ball. 1-0 count to Tanner. Pick off attempt at first. Gavin back in time. 1-0 count to Tanner. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. It's outside. 2-0. That pitch called strike on the outside corner. 2-1 count to Tanner. Pick off attempt over first. Gavin back safely. Hard ground ball, third base side, throws to second for the force, not in time at first. That's going to play to run. It'll be a fielder's choice RBI for Tanner Langley. Hawks chipping away, got one back. Down 4-1 now to the Vikings. And that's going to bring up our right fielder, Trey Jones, with a runner at first and one out. Tanner takes off. He's going to swipe a bag. Bobbled ball by the catcher. Stolen base for Tanner. Puts him in scoring position with one out. No balls, one strike here on Trey Jones at the plate. Trey with a little bit of power. If he gets a hold of one, it can go. We'll take a base hit. Big gap on the right side through the infield. That pitch is in the dirt. Good job blocking it up by keeping in front of him by the catcher for the Vikings. Nowhere to go for Tanner at second. Fouls that one out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, drop, third strike. Trey runs down the first, the throw by the catcher in time. Tanner is going to advance to third, though. Good heads-up base running. That's going to leave the Hawks with 2 outs. Runner at third. That's going to bring up our third baseman, Jesse Brown, number 21. Fouls that one off. Jesse hitting .286 on the season so far through 4 games. On the mound for the Vikings is number 34, Andrew Fury. He's at about 40 pitches right now, so he's cruising along decently good. Ground ball in play, fielded by the pitcher. The throw over to first in time for out number 3. That'll wrap up the third inning. The Hawks get one back on the Vikings as we head to the fourth. Hawks down 4-1. All right, folks, back to action here. Top of the fourth inning. New pitcher for the Hawks, number 34, Caleb Fordham. 6 foot 195, right-handed pitcher. He's a redshirt sophomore out of Locust Grove, Georgia. Up on probably what might be one of the worst parts of I-75. Always seems to be a traffic jam, but no wrecks, nothing. First pitch in there called strike one. At the plate for the Vikings, number 13, Alex Bruno. Nice pitch. Didn't get the call. 1-1. God, that looks good. Must be low. Great pitch on the inside. Didn't get the call. A little bit in. I like the location. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Man, I don't see how they're laying off of those. Some of those. All right, ball 4. Bruno draws a leadoff walk for the Vikings here in the top of the fourth. And that's going to bring up number 2, Connor Guy, to the plate with a runner on first and no outs for the Vikings. Swing and a miss. Nope, foul tip it. So that's a foul ball. That's going to run the count 1-1. Fordham checks the runner first, comes set. Runner takes off. Throw from Bryant down to second. Not in time. Be a stolen base there for Bruno for the Vikings. That'll leave a runner at second. No outs. Counts 2-1 on the hitter. Good spot. Outside corner. Called strike 1. Oh, excuse me. Strike 2. Counts 2-2. Pitch is up and out. That runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball in play over to the second baseman. Tosses it to first for the out at first. Vikings runner from second advances to third. That'll be 1 out with a runner on third for the Vikings. And that's going to bring up number 8, Payson Garcia. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Good job by Peyton behind the plate to get to that one. Ground ball over and to the right side. That's foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice. Swing and miss. Bounces off the plate. Back to the backstop. That's going to play to run for the Vikings. Extend their lead 5-1. Count on the hitter is going to be 1-2. If it bounces before the plate, it's a wild pitch, right? Couldn't see where that one hit. It either bounced before or on. That pitch is high in the zone, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for the Vikings. Ball in play towards center. We got a guy out there. His name's Tanner Langley. He makes the catch for out number 2. All right, now top of the 4th, 2 outs. It's going to bring up number 15, Brody Dalton for the Vikings. Pitch is a little up in the zone, ball 1. Lays off that pitch a little down in the zone. 2-0. Great spot outside. 2-2. Or excuse me, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Great spot. Called strike 2. 2-2. 2 outs. Looks like that slip. That's going to run the count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Hard line drive. That is going to go foul. Just outside of the right field line. I'm glad that one went foul. That was close. Count's going to say 3-2 with 2 outs. Payoff pitch again. Ground ball, foul, right side. Count remains 3-2 with 2 outs. Great pitch, called strike 3, out 3. That'll do it for the top half of the 4th. Vikings lead the Hawks 5-1. All right, here we go. Bottom of the fourth. Leading it off for the Hawks, number 2. Bryce Marchman, our left fielder. Hard ground ball, fielded by the third baseman. He makes the throw to first in time for out number 1. All right, that's going to bring up number 24, our first baseman, Cole Rambler. First pitch is called a ball. Hawks with 1 out, nobody on. Down 5-1 to the Vikings right now. Game inside corner, called strike 1. Ground ball in play. Second baseman snags it, throws to first in time for the out. With 2 outs for the Hawks, that's going to bring up number 5, Danny Grant, the designated hitter. Ground ball in play. Up the middle, fielded by the second baseman. He throws not in time. Good hustle by Grant getting down the line. That'll be scored as an infield base hit. With 2 outs, Hawks with a runner on first. Now it's going to bring up our catcher, number 7, Peyton Bryant. Still on the mound for the Vikings, number 34, Andrew Fury. He's at 47 pitches right now. That pitch is down and out for ball 1. Pickoff attempt at first. Grant back in time. 1 ball. No strikes on Peyton. Two outs. High fly ball popped up in foul territory. First baseman's under it. He makes the catch for out number 3. And that'll wrap up the 4th inning as we head to the 5th. Hawks down 5-1 to the St. Johns River State Vikings. All right, here we go. Top of the fifth. New pitcher on the mound for the Hawks. Number 3, Braxton Brady. That's 6 foot 170 freshman out of Chiefland. No other changes defensively for the Hawks. At the plate for the Vikings, number 11, Jan Okindo. Nice little bendy, dropped a little low for ball 1. That pitch is a called strike, 1-1. High fly ball. Shortstop running out. Outfielder's giving chase. Tanner calls him off. Makes a sliding catch in the outfield for out number 1. Good hustle out there. Getting after it. Good communication. You got the shortstop, the left fielder, and the center fielder converging on a spot. In that situation, the center fielder is in charge. He makes the call, made the catch. All right, with 1 out, that's going to bring up number 21 for the Vikings, Aiden Ellickson. He's 2 for 2 on the day. First pitch is a ball. Swing and a miss. That was weird. Yeah. 1-1 with 1 out. Nobody on for the Vikings. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. Nice pitch. Got him to chase outside. Little something telling away. Strike 3, out number 2. And that's going to bring up number 17, Thomas Bly, for the Vikings with 2 outs and nobody on. Nice pitch. Called strike 1. Another great pitch with a little bit of movement. Strike 2, 0-2 count, 2 outs. What do you think that was? Slider? I can't see his hand. Great pitch, swing and miss inside. Strike 3, out number 3. Great job by Brady to come in and shut it down. That'll wrap up the top half of the 5th. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, the Hawks are down 5-1 to the Vikings. All right, get back to it. Bottom of the fifth, leading it off for the Hawks, number 15. Talon Dagnott, our shortstop. Hawks down 5-1 to the Vikings. Got to get the bats going consistently. Pitch is outside for ball one. That's out. 2-0. Andrew Fury, number 34, still on the mound for the Vikings. He's at about 51 pitches right now. Came inside and missed. 3-0. Need some base runners. Probably take one here. Missed. Ball four. All right, Talon draws a leadoff walk here. Bottom of the fifth for the Hawks. We can get a base runner on. That's going to bring up number 4, second baseman Gavin Hamrick. No outs, runner at first for the Hawks. Bottom of the fifth. Down 5-1. That pitch is inside. Ball one. One 1-0 count to Gavin. That's in. Ball two. Two balls, no strikes, runner at first for the Hawks. Called that pitch in on the inside corner. 2-1. Called strike, lower half of the zone. 2-2. 2-2, no outs. Runner at first. Fouls that one off. Count stays 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, out number one. Gavin goes down swinging. That's going to take us back to the top of the lineup. Our center fielder, number 14, Tanner Langley. He'll come to the plate with a one out and a runner at first. Pickoff attempt at first. Talon back safely. Nice spot. Hit it. No balls, one strike. Oh my gosh. Come on, that's way outside. That was no good. 0-2. Hard line drive, left side. That's fair. Smoked it down the line. It's over in the left field corner. They're moving. Talon rounds third. He's headed home. Tanner in at third with a triple, RBI triple. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Hawks get one back. They trail 5-2 now. Great shot. Hard hit ball. hit about 2 inches inside the left field line and went over to the corner, rattled around, ends up with a triple. Now that's going to bring up our right fielder, number 1, Trey Jones. Trey's coming up with a runner on third and 1 out. Hard down the right side, foul. Strike 1. A 1 count, 1 out to Trey. Tanner at third. Swings after that one, gets past the catcher. That's going to score Tanner from third on the pass ball. Score that as an RBI for Trey since he was at the plate. Hawks get another one. Down by 2 now, 5-3 to the Vikings. It's going to be an 0-2 count on Trey with 1 out. I'm not sure what that pitch was, but he got him to chase outside and had a lot of movement. Went back outside there. Trey not chasing. That's going to be 1-2 now as a count. Ground ball over to the right side. That's going to be foul. Count's going to stay 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runners right now for the Hawks. Ground ball in play over to the right side. Fielded by the first baseman. He'll touch first for out number 2. And that's going to bring up number 21, our third baseman, Jesse Brown. He'll come up with 2 outs, nobody on. Hawks down by 2 now, scores 5-3. Inside corner called strike 1. Foul ball, right side, strike 2. Way outside. Jesse not chasing it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Outside again, not chasing. 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. All right, he's trying to get him to chase way outside. Be mindful. Might run one in on the hands here. Jesse's up on the plate too in the box. He's way up on it. Toes are almost on the line. Fouls that one off. Two count, 2 outs. Got the call in the outside corner. Call strike 3, out 3. Hawks get a couple back. That wraps up the 5th. We head to the 6th. They're down by 2 to the Vikings. All right, top of the sixth. Hawks down 5-3. New pitcher, number 25, Jack Peak, the 6'4", 240 lefty, redshirt freshman out of Columbus. First pitch in there for a strike. No other changes defensively for the Hawks. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2. Number 3, Isaac Incinelli up for the Vikings. Foul ball, foul territory. Cole Rambler gives chase and makes the catch over in foul territory off the first base side for out number 1. That pitch is high in his own. That first pitch is to number 28, Mason Mojica. Jack working a little bit fast. Umpire calls timeout. I like working fast. Got to give the hitter time to get set, though. I'll never tell a kid to slow down if they're working fast and it's efficient. Fouls that one off. 1-1 count, 1 out to Mojica. That one's outside, 2-1. Goes back outside, 3-1. We are playing 2 7-inning games today in this doubleheader. Little high in the zone. Ball 4. Mojica draws a walk with 1 out. Vikings with 1 out. Runner on first, and that's going to bring up number 13, Alex Bruno. Called strike 1. Yeah. Pickoff attempt over first. Runners back safely. That pitch is high in the zone. 1-1. High fly ball, left side. Bryce giving chase. He catches it at the foul line at about the 320 mark for out number 2. Runner not at tagging at first. And that's going to bring up number 2, Connor Guy for the Vikings. What'd he say?
I don't think he made eye contact with the hitter.
He already came set for the hitter got in.
Yeah. Slowed him down. All right, 2 outs, runner at first for the Vikings. Pickoff attempt at first. Mojica back safely. First pitch to Guy. Outside corner called strike 1. Again, Jack Peak on the mound, number 25 for the Hawks. Lefty. Great pitch. Strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Outs up and in. 1-2. Not a bad miss with 2 strikes. Don't leave it hanging over the plate. Same with 1 and 2. Don't hit him. Don't hang it over the plate. Check swing, ground ball, back to the pitcher. He throws the first for out number 3. Good efficient inning for Jack Peak. Only threw about 15 pitches. That wraps up the top of the 6th. Hawks down 5-3. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th. Hawks down 5-3. Leading it off is number 2, Bryce Marchman, left fielder. Hawks got 6 outs. Get something done. Ground ball in play past the third base. Nope, third baseman snagged it. Not going to be able to throw to first in time as Marchman's getting after it. That'll be a base hit to start off the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to bring up our first baseman, number 24, Cole Rambler. Cole's going to come up with no outs and a runner on first. Hawks down by 2. On the mound still for the Vikings, number 34, Andrew Fury. He's at 74 pitches. First pitch in there on Rambler called strike 1. Way outside, ball 1. One count, no outs. Nope, check swing did not. Outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Runner takes off, fouls it off. 2-2 count. No outs. Marchman at first. Rambler at the plate. Inside. Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ground ball in play left side, fielded by the third baseman. Got the force at second. Not in time at first as he overthrows first base. Rambler safe at first. Force out at second. That'll be 1 out. So the Hawks will still have a runner at first. 1 out now. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 5, Daniel Grant. Ground ball in play left side, fielded by the short, force at second, trying to turn 2, and they do. That wraps it up. All right, that wraps up the 6th inning. Hawks stay 2 down to the Vikings as we head to the 7th. All right, here we go. Top of the 7th. Vikings 5, Hawks 3. New pitcher in for the Hawks, number 12. Caleb Allen, 6'1", 195 lefty, freshman out of LaGrange. At the plate for the Vikings, number 5. Haven't did the sub yet in Game Changer. Don't know his name. That's number 5, Roydan Perez. First pitch outside corner called strike 1. Like it. Had a little zip on it too. Yeah. Had a little zip on it. Back to it. Fouls that one off. 0-2 count. Same pitch, same spot. Didn't catch up to it. Throw it by him again. Get him to chase that outside pitch. How far out are they going to throw it? Nice play over at third. Jesse snags it, throws to first. In time. Oh, come on. The dude was stumbling. That was close. Great play defensively by Jesse Brown, diving to stop that ball at third, getting to his feet, making the throw, almost getting the out. That was a close call over there. All right, so that'll go down as a base hit for Roydan Perez. No outs. Vikings with a runner at first, and that's going to bring up number 15, Brody Dalton. First pitch, ball 1. I think got on Jesse quick. Nice little bendy. Strike one. 1-1 count. Hard line drive. That's going to drop. Go to the wall on the right field side. Fielded by Trey Jones to throw in the cut. It'll be a double. Got a double for Brody Dalton. That's going to leave the Vikings with runners at second and third with no outs. Good pitch, good hit. That's baseball. And that's going to bring up number 11, Jan Oquendo. Again, runners second, third, no outs for the Vikings. Up by 2. First pitch down the middle, strike one. Outside, ball one. One count. Hard ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to plate one. That's going to score 2 for the Vikings. Extend their lead 7-3 now over the Hawks. So the Vikings going to make a substitution pinch hitter. In this game changer updates, we'll give you this guy's name, but they got no outs, runner at first for the Vikings. First pitch in there called strike one. That pitch a little down and in, ball one. Picked him off at first. Oh, shoot. Nobody at the bag. He came off. All right, little miss throw there and the rundown. After the pickoff, Oquendo's going to be safe at second. Vikings now runner at second, no outs. At the plate for the Vikings, number 27, Noah Sema. That gets away from the catcher. No throw to third. Vikings now runner at third. No outs. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count on the hitter. No outs. Infield playing in. Ooh, I like that pitch. Didn't get the call. 3-2. Ground ball. Over the shortstop's head, that's going to score a run. Nothing you can do there. Playing in. Bounce it over the infield. That's a base hit RBI for Noah Sema. That's going to extend the lead 8-3. 8-3 for the Vikings. Coach Tim calls a timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. We'll take a short break. Live. All right. Hawks make a defensive change. What's his number? Who? 27. All right. At short now, number 27, Dalton Smith, 6'2", 170 infielder, sophomore out of Valwood. Talon Dagnott comes off. I believe it's because he is going to be pitching the next game. They're going to give him a quick little break. Where are we at on this hitter? 1-0. Number 17, Thomas Bly at the plate. Vikings with a runner at first, no out. 1-0 count on the hitter. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sorry, is that 2? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's 2-2. That's outside. Give us a count, ref, or see if we can get it right. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out 1. Oh, Cooper's gearing up to swing it looks like. All right, we got 1 out, runner on first. At the plate for the Vikings, number 3, Isaac Incinelli. 1 ball, no strikes on him. Hard ground ball, knocked down by Cole Rambler. Throws to second, gets 1, back to first, not in time. Good job defensively getting the lead runner. Hard hit ball. Almost turned it. 2 outs now. Top of the 7th. Hawks down 8-3. Vikings with a runner at first. And that's going to bring up number 28, Mason Mojica. Unless they did a sub that I didn't see. Yeah, that's Mason. First pitch in there on Mojica called strike 1. Nice pitch, strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs, runner at first for the Vikings. Hawks trying to wrap up the top of this seventh. They got 3 outs to get it back. Check swing did not. That's a ball in the dirt. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out 3. That wraps up the top of the seventh. The Hawks got 3 outs. They're down 8-3 to the Vikings as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Hawks down by 5, leading it off. New hitter, number 8, LaDorian Jordan, 5'10", 165 outfielder. He's a sophomore transfer from Shorter College. Hawks trying to get something going here. Hard ground ball left side, diving catch by the third baseman, throws to first in time for the out. Out number 1. Coming to the plate, number 27, playing shortstop, Dalton Smith, 6'2", 170 infielder, sophomore from Valwood. Called strike, bounced out of the catcher's glove. 0-1, 1 out. That one over his head. That's a ball for sure. 1-1. Hard ground ball over to short. Fielded the throw. Out number 2. All right, Hawks down to 1 out here, and that's going to bring up number 11, Cooper Kiker, 6'4", 210. He's an infielder, righty pitcher, freshman from St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine High School. Getting his first ever regular season collegiate at bat. Let's see what he does. Hard ground ball through the left side for a base hit. All right, Hawks trying to get something going here with 2 outs. Got a base runner. It's going to take us back to the top of the order. Number 14, our center fielder, Tanner Langley, coming up. Hawks down by 5, trying to keep it going. Pitch is inside. Come on, dude. Give us a chance. That is dog shit. Excuse my French. 0-1 count to Tanner. 2 outs. That one was a strike. 0-2. 2 outs. Runner at first for the Hawks. Check swing. Did he go? Nope. Ball 1, 1-2. One, 2 count, 2 outs. Called strike 3, out 3, and that will wrap up, I believe, we'll wrap up the first game of the day. It looks like it is. All right, folks, so we're going to have to log off, create the next game, and log back into Game Changer and YouTube feed. Stay with us. We're going to take a break here, probably going to be about a 20 to 30-minute break. I'll try to go live about 15 minutes before the game starts to give you a chance to get the alerts, to get back logged in to listen or watch. Appreciate you joining us. Hawks struggle a little bit with the bats today. Temperature's starting to drop here in Douglas. Stay with us.